Hello everyone, this is International Master Robert Jamieson from Kids Unlimited in Melbourne, Australia. And today I'd like to tell you a little story. It's set in a time long, long ago, in the days before digital clocks, before bullet chess, rapid chess, blitz chess. All we had was normal chess and 5-minute lightning chess. The time is lunchtime, sometime in 1970. The venue is the Monash University Chess Club. So there's the room packed full of eager young university students, most of whom are playing 5-minute lightning chess. In the center of the room sits Jamo, tall, blonde, blue-eyed, the ruler of this small little kingdom, and probably the best lightning player in the whole of the university. He's about to play what could be the greatest lightning game of all time, but he doesn't know it yet. His opponent is a tall, lanky, bespectacled science student named William Appleby. His claim to fame is that the year before he played board 5 for Haileybury in their winning A-grade inter-school team. And now he has the prospect of playing white against Jamo. A big crowd gathers around, eagerly awaiting their clash. So let's get started. Appleby plays e4, Jamo e5, knight f3, and Jamo immediately responds with f5, the Latvian gambit. Not an opening for wimps. Now I could take a pawn, but instead he decides to keep developing, bishop c4. Jamo, however, is quite keen on taking pawns, and he has a free pawn on e4, attacking the knight. But the extra pawn doesn't last long because Appleby replies with knight takes e5, and now he has the subtle threat of knight f7, winning a rook. Does Jamo care? No, because he is a young attacking player, so he keeps developing. Knight f6. Appleby ponders. Knight f7. Perhaps it could be a bit risky. So instead he puts a pawn on d4, gaining some space. Jamo, of course, plays d5, hitting the bishop. The bishop retreats, and then develops the bishop to d6, getting ready to castle. Now, Appleby quite likes a check, and he sees here he has the possibility of a check, so he plays bishop a4 check. Now, of course, a normal person would reply c6, but here Jamo decides to play up to his audience and says, I think I might give him a little bit of a start just to make it interesting. So Jamo plays knight c6. Appleby takes, bishop takes, forking the king and the rook. And Jamo moves his king, Appleby takes the rook. So white is a whole rook up. But Jamo does not care because he is attacking and he has the move bishop a6, stopping white from castling. So white's king will be in the middle of the board. Appleby ponders what to do. Now, most players are told by their coach when they're up in material, you swap pieces. So Appleby plays bishop g5. Not the greatest move because he hasn't noticed that his bishop on a8 is unprotected, so Jamo takes it, and is only the exchange down now. But Appleby has a take, and now, even better, he has a check. Queen h5 check. Jamo's king runs to the side. Now, Appleby would love to castle, but he can't because of that annoying bishop on a6. So he decides to block the bishop's diagonal. Not a great choice because we can just take it. But then b3 attacks the bishop. The bishop goes to an even better square, d3. Now, here Appleby ponders again. Perhaps Jamo is going to play bishop b4 check. He doesn't like being checked, so he plays a3. All right. Jamo must seize the initiative, activate his pieces. So he plays queen b7, attacking the b pawn. Appleby defends the pawn. Jamo wants his queen in the game, so queen c6, threatening to invade on the queen side. Appleby looks a little bit anxious and decides to retreat his queen to cover the attack. But Jamo presses onwards. Queen c3, attacking the d pawn. It's pretty hard to defend, so Appleby activates his rook, attacking the queen. Jamo picks up the free pawn. Appleby now notices that his a pawn is unprotected. He'd hate to lose that, so he plays b4. Jamo looks around. He must activate his pieces at all costs. Is there something he can attack? Yes, rook g8, attacking the undefended pawn on g2. White, of course, plays g3. But in an instant, Jamo plays rook takes pawn. He loves taking pawns. Appleby takes back, and Jamo hits him with another check. Queen e3 check. Of course, White has to take, and then bishop g3 mate. The coup de grace. The crowd erupts in applause, and everyone had a really great time. So what did you think? Was that the greatest lightning game of all time? Perhaps? I'll leave it for you to decide. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.